Hi guys, I know you've watched so many videos about the mulatto or brachiaria grass in Ghana here that we are planting and feeding our cattle and other livestock with. Today, I want to show you, as I always say, the experience about how the grass is doing during the dry season. So stay tuned as I bring you this episode. My name is Fred and welcome to Cementia Farms. Welcome back guys. So as I said, today I'm going to talk about the mulatto grass again. And if you're new to this channel or you just stumble upon this video, here at Cementia Farm we always share our experience and what we're doing, the practices that we're actually practicing here at the farm with you, so that if you're thinking about going into poultry farm, cattle farm or any livestock farming, you can learn or give us some advice. So if this is useful to you, click on the subscribe button below, like the video, write us our comment. But if you also need time to speak to me, we have started our appointment, schedule, meeting, whatever you want to call it, where I make some time every week and talk to you one-on-one on Zoom. So if you're interested in that, click on the description button below and you are going to find a link. Go there, book a time with me, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions or even share ideas of anything that you want to do relating to farming. Coming back to today's topic, so the mulatto grass, also the brachiaria grass, we brought it into Ghana about 2 years ago and imported from the US, Brazil and Kenya. Right, we've had this grass here almost closer to 2 years, where we've been feeding our cattle basically from birth, right? So we have cattle that we fed them with only this grass from the day they were born till now they are over 1 year old, and that is all what they've been feeding on. We chose this grass aside the many grass in the world because of its high protein content, and also most importantly, it's resistant to the dry season. So the dry season is a period in Ghana where we don't have no rain. We have basically zero rain, sometimes between September all the way to March. And now I'm recording this video in the end of January. That means that we haven't had rain in about 3 months. And I want to show you guys how the brachiaria is doing over all this period. The brachiaria, aside its high protein content, which is about 18% as compared to the Napier grass, the Rhoda, and so on and so forth, I love it because of its leafy nature, right? So land is also very hard to acquire and to get in Ghana. So if you have about 5 acres and you want to go into cattle farming, you need a plant that is going to give you more food. So if I harvest one plant of brachiaria grass, I'm able to get enough, so even if I'm farming on a 1 acre, I'm able to feed at least about 3 to 5 cattle at my ranch. That's another thing that I love about it. But as I said, today's video is going to be focused on the dry season and how this grass is doing. Guys, so as I'm talking to you, I'm standing on about 9 acres of land, which is full of brachiaria grass. Right, so we planted this grass, I think last year somewhere around June during the COVID season, and we've harvested it about, I don't know, maybe about 3-4 times. But our last harvest was about 5 weeks ago. But as you can see, after 5 weeks ago of harvesting, so when we harvested, we actually cut it very down to about 6 inches below the soil. So that means that we really go down because of the machine that we use to get enough of the grass that we need. And after about 5 weeks ago with no rain, I mean, you could see that it is still fresh. Like, I'm even surprised. We are not watering this grass. It hasn't rained in about 3 months, and this grass is still flourishing. Even the local grass that we have in Ghana here, you drive by the roadside and you see that, you know, they are very dry. You could see that they are basically dying. I know grasses don't die. When it rains, they are all gonna come back to being fresh, but these grass here are still very fresh. I mean, let's look at this particular one. Like, I can imagine a grass that hasn't received like water in so many months. It's actually like this fresh, right? So this grass is not, so we always wait till like about 4 or 5 feet before we harvest, and this is maybe about closer to 1 feet now, right? And the 3 months without rain, and this grass is still doing this well. So I don't know where you are in Africa. Either you're in Kenya, either you're in, you know, going north of Africa with very humid and dry season. This is the grass that I recommend for you. If you're in Ghana at the north, and even thinking about, you know, I know the north side of Ghana has lesser rain, and probably considering what kind of food you can get for your animals, this is it. Like, I'm standing here in January, and you all agree with me, the rainy nature in January. And if you see a grass that is so green and flourished like this, that means that it is gonna save us in Ghana, right? So I know during this period, a lot of you are worried about what you're gonna feed your cattle or cows with. I know most of you are roaming around, traveling all the way from the north to the south, trying to look for green pastures. Guys, how long can we do that? Our children, our brothers, they're going to start going to school now. Everybody's getting an education. So who is going to be roaming around chasing for green pastures in the dry season? This is the way forward. If you have a land, as little as 1 plot, 2 plots, get yourself a Brachiaria grass, get yourself this Mulatto grass, because if it's doing this well in the dry season, you can imagine how it's going to do in the rainy season. In the rainy season, once we cut this, it's about 4 or 5 feet, and we cut it. The next 3 or 4 weeks, we are still cutting again, and that is how well it does. You can cut this, store it as long as 3 years, and be feeding your cows. So if you're here watching me or listening, wherever you are, and you're thinking about going into livestock, this grass, you can feed it to pigs, goats, sheep, even rabbits and cows, favorite. And the nutrient you will see, like the difference once you start feeding your livestock with this grass. Let's not wait for our cows, our goats to go and destroy people's stuff before we realize this. So guys, get your hands on a Brachiaria grass, plant it wherever you can. If you can get it in Kenya, if you can get it in Brazil, fine. We are also processing the seed, and we will start selling the seed in late February, early March, when the rain season starts. Now we're doing a lot of experiment, and hopefully it all works out and we can spread this for you guys. We have about 10 acres now, and as you can see, we are cutting, we are feeding, and that is basically what is supporting our cattle farm this dry season, because my community is a farming community. Everybody farms, and it's very hard to just roam and feed, right? So this has been our savior, and I don't want to keep that to myself. So I know there are a lot of cattle farmers out there that are going through troubles, losing your livestock, losing money because of feed. Don't wait. Don't let this year's rainy season pass without you investing into that feed. The time for random grazing and, you know, causing loss to people's crops is over. Guys, this is in Ghana and this is in Africa. Get your hands on a Brachiaria grass, and I know and I believe that it will help you as much as it's helping me. Guys, so as I always say, I don't want to keep the knowledge and the experience to myself, and I hope you have enjoyed this video watching how well this Brachiaria grass or Mulatto grass is doing in the dry season here in Ghana. And we are not even in the southern belt, we are in the middle belt in Brunahafo. That means that it's even drier here than the weather in Accra, and it's doing so well. We want to hear from you if you have been able to purchase some and taking it to the north. How is it doing? Write in the comments, tell us what you're doing. If you have any specific question, as I said in the beginning, click on the link below, and you can also schedule a time with me and we can chat. Thank you very much, and I hope that your time spent watching on this video was useful. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button so that we can build the community of farmers that are thinking different, that are thinking about the next generation of farming. And if you have the opportunity to share, also share it so that others can find out about all this useful information that we are providing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.